What's up, guys? It's Jay. We are back in the shop for another episode of Keys to the Shop, where I talk about some of the systems that I've built or some of the tools I bought that really have worked out well for me. The hardest part of putting this all together is just, trying to figure out your workflow as you're building because it's all new. So you don't know what will work, what won't work. And some of the systems that I'm using, really love. Some of them need some improvement, but trying to share some tips with you guys and hopefully get you guys organized and speed up your workflow and make your shop more enjoyable. So today we're going to talk about the drill press. This is invaluable to me, this tool. I love the Craftsman drill press. One of my, I don't want to say a complaint, but one of the downfalls to the older cast iron stuff is it will rust. And it, because this isn't a climate controlled environment, so it gets cold here in the Northeast, and when I put the heat on here, stuff will start to sweat, and I do get some surface rust. But it's not the end of the world, and we're going to show you how to keep that nice and pretty. And then we're going to talk about some drill bit storage and some other things. So let's get to it. So what you'll need, couple ways you could do it. I use the orbital just because it's way faster. You could do it by hand. You'll need an orbital sander and some different grits of discs. I like to try and lay them out so I know my order without always looking 40, 60, 80, 100, 220, up to 320. You can go higher if you want and make her really shine. I mean, you could buff it out and polish it if you want, but probably unnecessary. We're just trying to take some surface rust off, clean her up a bit, because sometimes when I do projects, if I don't have a piece of wood under here, which I usually do, but if I don't want to be getting rust on some of my exotic woods. So we're going to try and clean this up a little bit. We're going to start with 40 grit and work our way up to 320. So let's get to it. So what I usually like to do is after about 100 grit, I'm going to use a little WD and we're going to almost wet sand. So we'll go up to a 220 and start a little wet sanding. Wet sanding also helps keep the dust down. Matt is thanking me for that right now. So there it is. That's how we resurface the top, and she's looking really pretty now. And the stuff I like to use a whole bunch on all the cast iron stuff, my table saw, drill press, the shaft of the drill press. Try and keep it from rusting. The shaft on this one has stayed pretty nice. Love this stuff here, and there will be a link in the description below, so click on that. You can get yourself some fluid film. If you have any sort of cast iron tools, drill bits, whatever you want to protect this stuff is very, very good. I just spray a little bit on a rag. You could spray it on the surface, it doesn't matter, and just give it a little bit of a coating. You could let it sit. I tend to wipe it off a little bit, but this stuff has really helped keep the rust at bay. This stuff will still rust, but this is really good stuff. That's how we clean it up. Some of the other things that we can do with the drill press is really handy is get yourself some high-powered magnets, and you can stick them anywhere on your drill press. And because if you don't have a convenient spot for these, which I have a few of these, but real nice, you'll always have your chuck handy. You can stick it anywhere on the older drills. Some of the newer drills will have metal as well, but sometimes I'll put it down here on the side of the table, or you can put it up in the air wherever you want. So magnets come in really handy. Same thing as if you have a favorite drill bit that you use a ton of, you could stick the drill bit there. All right, guys, so that was sort of how I maintain the drill press. And if you have anything cast iron, table saw, drill press, joiner planer, anything that's cast iron, you can use the same process. Pretty easy, doesn't take long, few minutes, and you're back to shiny. So if you guys are new to our channel, please subscribe, smash that like button. Use our affiliate links below. We're gonna have some of the products that we talked about in the description below, and that helps our channel out if you guys shop on Amazon. So until the next episode, guys, always create, and we'll see you soon.